Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. What a title, right? They're going to move away from Metal Gear Solid into Metal Gear Rising. Hell of a title. Look how cool this looks, straight off the bat. It's a bit of a sharp looking game, don't you think? Everything's so edgy. We're finally getting into the spin-off to the Metal Gear Solid series, where we move on into what does Raiden get up to? What does Raiden get up to after Metal Gear Solid 4? He is lightning, the rain transformed. Guys, Platinum Games decided to be like, what if Raiden was a badass cyborg ninja? Let's get into it. I'm excited to see what all the fuss is about. A lot of people have been very excited for me to jump into this game because we've been playing through the whole Metal Gear Solid series on the channel, most recently completing Metal Gear Solid 5 and also playing through Metal Gear 1 and 2 on stream, which has been super fun to play through on Twitch with you guys, as we've just been forming a very huge Metal Gear community, and it's been so good. So we get to get into Metal Gear Rising together now after taking a little bit of a Metal Gear Solid break, and we should just get into it, shouldn't we? Let's see what it's all about. We're back playing as Raiden. First time playing as Raiden again since Metal Gear Solid 2. Let's press start and jump in. Start a brand new game. I love how it's got, like, this looks like a bit like MGS2 type text. I don't know how, if we got any Metal Gear Solid 2 fans. I don't know if we got any Metal Gear Solid 2 Raiden fans, but I gotta tell you that I'm definitely a fan of Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden. I really liked that he did get a bit of an upgrade in terms of, like, character development. I also think it was really cool, like, what happened to his character and how it grew, and then how his story resolved was very interesting. We got he's obviously got his kid. Raiden's got a kid. And he's got his relationship with Rose, so I'm wondering if that's going to be explored in this game. I honestly do not know what to expect. All I know is that I got my sword and I can swing it. So that's the basis of my Metal Gear Rising knowledge. So let's just jump right into the story, guys, and get our Revengeance. We'll just play on the normal difficulty, and yes, we will play the tutorial. Please let me know what the hell's going on. Please let me know what the hell's going on. Starting up.
Then, let's begin with a quick warm-up, shall we?
Doctor.
Check the Soliton radar on the upper right and head to the point marked on the display. You can jump over obstacles, but the ninja run will get you across them more quickly and easily.
The ninja run. Head to the indicated waypoint. Wow. Okay, so this is instantly. Yes. Lightning sprint. Okay, this is so interesting. He's holding it in his foot. Look at this. What? The heavy attack, he puts it in his foot. Let me check this control scheme out. Blade mode, ninja run, use sub weapon. This one doesn't. All the different types don't even reference the X, Y, BA buttons at all. Yeah, but they all do stuff. So Metal Gear went into more of an action game. Oh, this is what that. So this is what the sword swinging mode is. It really just chucks you right into it. So we're in VR missions, dude, doing a tutorial. It's got like a Metal Gear Solid 4 UI appearance with like Raiden. Looks like how it would look with Old Snake. You can aim with the sword to do cuts. I see. You just like flick it. Sorry, I know we're in a tutorial, but From someone who's been playing nothing but Metal Gear Solid and seeing the gameplay improve, this is insane.
With the ninja run, you know. Swinging your blade while dashing, for example, or striking your foes with a sliding attack.
Wow. So seeing, you know, us getting to Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5 levels of gameplay only for the spin-off to just go, let's do this. Ah, I see. Dude. Yes, perfect. Just what I intended. Shit. Automatically jumping, automatically sliding is cool. This is the Raiden that I love. Tutorial is definitely needed. Combat.
Let's run a basic battle diagnostic. Try and neutralize all the enemies that appear. String light and strong hits together.
Ooh, look at the blood! Jesus. Blade mode. I exploded. What the fuck? Whoa! Got both of you in the corner. Alright, Platinum Games, thank you.
Not all offense, however. You also need to protect yourself. First, follow the direction of the enemy's attack. Parry those attacks by executing light attacks of your own in the same direction. This is how parry. It is the keystone of your defense.
Wait. Push LS in the direction of an enemy attack and press X at the perfect moment. Alright, we're getting into some intricate details now. Hold on. So Alright, hold on. So whatever the directions the red lines go into, just flick the left stick in that direction and press X.
Draw foes in as close as possible and parry their blows to leave them exposed to counterattack.
Intricate timing.
From your perspective, it will appear as if the enemy is frozen in time, or at least moving very slowly. This is the perfect opportunity for you to carefully aim your strike, then slice your foe apart. Keep in mind, even you will not be able to parry every type of attack. Watch your foe's movements carefully. Die!
You need to do it at a better time. At the perfect moment. Like that, and then it's open to a counterattack where I just fuck him up. Cool. Okay. I am Raiden. I'm ready to fucking go. Oh, tutorial complete. Alright. Let's see what I have to look forward to.
Years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
PMCs.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
Gun control. ID control.
There's a
Toilet control.
One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
It's like, I'm a soldier, a philosopher, and a patriot.
I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
Oh! That man got sliced.
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
So this is what we're getting into. What? You're that ninja.
Open fire!
Who was that?
A cyborg.
One of our competitors? Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Whose?
XF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
I loved Raiden talking about deterrence with like the violent stuff. Instead of nuclear deterrence, it's sword deterrence. Holy fuck, man. I did not expect the level of like blood
Going to die.
Stay calm.
and gory details. Because it could have easily been censored, so it's cool that it wasn't.
He's got friends on our 12.
Right.
So many of them.
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
Oof. You were wearing that underneath? What? Oh man. This is so over the top. This is so over the top. I love it. This is so over the top. Oh, let's fucking go, Raiden. It's got the solid eye. The solid eye. Dude! Get fucking wrecked!
Right. You'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation. Take self-repair units from your foes to replenish your own supply.
Oh, the alert is the same as Metal Gear Solid 4 as well.
Get back there.
Repair unit.
I'll add
Boris.
to your solid down radar.
To your solid on radar. Yeah, it's interesting to see the elements of Metal Gear Solid 4 that are still here. Like the alert and like the UI is quite similar, obviously because it's closer in the timeline. Knowing that this is a spin-off, knowing that Kojima wasn't directly involved, knowing that it's probably not canon, like all of that doesn't matter to me because I just want to have a fun Metal Gear Solid experience. I don't really care. And because this is set like after Metal Gear Solid 4, in terms of it being canon or not, a timeline, whatever, it doesn't directly conflict with anything, so it's fine. So I don't really care about that type of discussion. I'm just like, this is like a really fun sort of like spin-off to explore in the world of Metal Gear.
On your Soliton radar.
Yeah!
Right, it's on the other side of that barricade.
Dude, just instantly from a gameplay perspective, this is fucking incredible. He moves so quickly. Oh my. Oh! He countered me. And I countered you! You're that ninja. Oh god. Ooh. I kind of fucked this up. Hold on. Whoa! What the fuck? He does not exist anymore. How did I do that? How did I make the slow-mo happen? Oh, that's when you parry. Hold on.
What are you doing, Ryder?
Oh no, hold on. Is it when you parry? Oh, he died. How did I make that slow-mo happen? I kind of was just like smashing buttons.
If you can't cut through the barricade, try the fence, eh?
I need to get that slow-mo shit happening. That, I literally diced that mother. Metal Gear Ray. That was a joke! That was a joke! That was a joke! What the mean? That was a joke! What the fuck it actually is? It was just a thing in the water, and Metal Gear Ray has always been in the water. I just put two and two together, I guess. Dude, there's a Metal Gear! Metal Gear. Sorry, I'm having so much fun already. I apologize for my over-enthusiasm. What in the world? Oh, it's another dude. Oh my god, excuse me. Excuse me. Who the fuck are these guys?
Stop!
They have a different Metal Gear Ray. It's like got red on it.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead.
Okay.
Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP.
Sons of Patriots.
A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
He's got a barcode on his head like the skull unit in MGS5. Dude. Oh, come on, man. In MGS2, I killed so many of you guys as Raiden. I can take on another one. Are we taking on another one? We are. It's a modified Metal Gear Ray. I'm fighting a fucking Metal Gear, what the fuck? Metal Gear?
Use your ninja run to deflect those shots.
Are you just... What the fuck? Oh, you cut the missiles. Oh, I got stepped on. This camera is fucking me.
Use blade mode to damage its armor.
Oh, what? Alright. Fuck me, dude. This is the coolest shit.
They swapped out the hydraulic cutter for a plasma cannon. Use the ninja run to dodge that plasma.
I'm going insane. This is amazing. What the? This is not what I expected. I was like, all I know about this game is like you play as Raiden, and there's some sword play involved, and the gameplay is different. Oh shit! And the gameplay is different to Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I think it's, to say the least, it's definitely different. Holy shit, man! They're just like, yeah, to start off the game, we're gonna just like slice everyone to pieces, and then also make you do a Metal Gear Rave boss fight. Destroy the armor! This is so fun! God. Oh, get out of the way! Oh god. We're almost done, boss. Get fucked. Get deleted.
Now, Raiden, bring it down.
How? I have more of an appreciation for Metal Gear Ray. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. Hang on. Let me try that one again. Oh, I see. I didn't know if I had to parry it or press X. This music, dude. This is so unique. What the fuck? Raiden, what? How can you do that? Quick time events. Cinematic finish, baby. That was a thumbnail shot right there.
Good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh? He's on the other side of that collapsed building. Go!
I can't go. Give me a second to recover from what just happened. So, random ninja dude shows up, cleans house, we wreck some shit. Metal Gear Ray shows up when I was making a joke about it. Another dude shows up, takes the guy that we're protecting. We slice Metal Gear Ray like sliced bread. And then he's like, alright, move on. Off you go. What the? What are we playing? What are we doing? This is incredible.
There, get it.
Okay.
Use your ninja run to move over obstacles automatically.
Yeah. Why did he stand there and wait for me? Oh god.
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him.
Oh. Oops. Oh, can I slice through here? I can. Oops. Okay. Maybe the other way was like a shortcut. I forgot that I can slice through shit. I was just expecting just to automatically run. Oh, another one. Of course, yep. of course. Oh no, it's the same one! It's the same one! Ah, I'm not getting these timings. I'm just gonna die here, I guess. Is there any way that we can heal in a fight? Oh, never mind. Oh. This soundtrack is so cool.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Oh, blade mode. I am so dead.
What happened? What is going on? Raiden, answer me!
Raiden! 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 Alright, hold on. Let me just actually get my footing here. Shall we do this again? This is so wild.
That damn new Jeep. It still works?
Now, with this thing... Okay, never mind. Okay, this is a move list, which is so funny to me. AR mode. How do we avoid that? I guess I should ninja run through it and it would deflect it. Okay, that was much better than last time. Oh shit. Last time we fucked up the free blade thing. Oh my dear God. Our repair unit is how we heal, I get it. Repair unit is how we heal. What just happened? What just happened? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? This is a Raiden fan's wet dream. What the fuck? Like, even if this wasn't Metal Gear, this would be fucking fantastic. But the fact that it is Metal Gear makes it so much better. My boy. And this is why I'm so glad they did what they did to Raiden in MGS4 to, like, make him a fucking certified badass motherfucker. Loved his introduction in Metal Gear Solid 4 so much. So cool, dude.
An unidentified field rotor is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Remember when Metal Gear is a tactical espionage game? This is definitely a tactical espionage game.
Prime Minister.
Metal Gear.
Huh. Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer. Stop!
Hey!
What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening.
Oh god, I thought that was his hands for a second. What is the story with these guys?
All we're saying, give war a chance! No!
Goodbye, Prime Minister. He failed. Sam.
Let's go.
What the fuck? Alright, let's fucking go then. This game is a fucking... just speed! Oh, I need a parry. Hold on. Excuse me, sir, leave me alone. I need to parry you.
Mightier than the pen after all.
Oh! Shit.
It's over!
Alright, come on. Come at me. I'm waiting. Oh, did I get it? What the fuck? I'm at 40% already. I'm gonna die.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still.
Oh! Oh, Raiden, you are getting put in your place, buddy. What happened to my milk blood?
Like something.
What happened to my milk blood, man? Oh, shit. Oh. I am not good at this. I am not good at this. Hold on. Oh. Oh, I'm getting cut to ribbons now. I'm dead.
This will be
Oh, I'm still alive. How am I still alive? What the hell's going on? I'm dead. No?
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose.
Is this a scripted fail? Oh! So I think I was supposed to lose.
In the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No.
My sword is a tool of justice.
Damn. Big boss. Raiden's big boss now because he lost an eye. Oh! God! Raiden! Raiden! I mean, it's not the first time, buddy. Yep. Yep. Not again.
Raiden, are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
Didn't Raiden have milk blood, man? I thought Raiden had milk blood. It was all like white and shit. So now he's just got normal blood.
Do you want to practice first?
I'm just gonna clock that as like this game was made by different developers and they just wanted blood to be blood. Oh god. Jesus. I was trying to see if I could get parries off, but I don't know.
This
My
is
god.
what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over.
Man, we got absolutely schooled by this guy. We thought Raiden was cool. These dudes like a whole other level.
Lucky devil.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Boris, you really kept me waiting, huh? Fuck no. He has the same eye as Solidus that got damaged, whereas Big Boss was on the other side. Raiden's fucked up eye to match his adoptive father, Solidus Snake.
Flares!
Talk about mission failed. Or should I say, fission mailed? Fission mailed, Snake. Chapter R00, Guard Duty. Chapter Combat Ranks, BB for Big Boss. Purely intentional. Woo! Talk about an introduction. Incredibly fast-paced. I have no idea what I just witnessed, but all of it just like kind of zoomed on by. The gameplay is incredible. I need to get used to the defense thing, but that was a scripted fail then. I was like wondering why I was getting absolutely wrecked. This is a ton of fun. As you can tell, I'm having a ton of fun. I just think as well as it being set in Metal Gear, it's also a really fun game, so it sort of benefits from both, you know? file, R00, status closed. I just like, I don't even know what to say, man. We fought Metal Gear Ray and just said, alright, let's go. Goodbye, Metal Gear Ray. 3 weeks later. Oh, never mind. What's this? Woo! Some kind of Metal Gear.
How is it, Ryder?
Oh, he's getting fixed
so
up.
good. I've got a clean visual.
Boris.
Direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh?
I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiko?
Doctor.
Remember
Oh, that's his
the
name.
procedures to
Is that his
maintain
name?
1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me.
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Left arm specifically.
Lieber Kapitalismus, had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mic route closing.
Oh my
No
god.
activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Imani's killers.
If we don't stop them here,
Desperado.
they can destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
Jetstream Sam.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Keep an eye out. Oh man. You'll be delivered by a one-man FTV, a flying delivery vehicle. Fucking superhero landing. Oh my god, dude. Oh. They couldn't even be bothered to give him an eye patch. He just gets a diagonal headband instead. Wonderful.
Ryder, you landed safely, duh? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
It's my FC. There's a codec. Boris, Kevin, Courtney, Doctor, customized and VR missions.
Control, it's Raiden. I'm on the ground.
Copy, Ryder. Glad to hear it. Entering on foot was the right move. That craft isn't equipped with stealth camo. Or octocamo, obviously, since that would be useless in midair.
And we wouldn't want to get your pricey new jet damaged, now would we?
Duh. The MQ-133C was not cheap, Tovarich. Now, keep alert. According to intel, you could find significant cyborg deployment here. If you were to be cornered by an entire squad, it might get difficult, even for you.
Understood. Some fighting will be necessary, though. I've got electrolytes to replenish.
This is not an infiltration mission. There is no need to hide or avoid combat outright, huh? Just do not get reckless. Stay safe, and stay focused on your mission.
Just to be clear, this is not a one-man infiltration mission. Please, cut the fucking shit out of everybody in there.
There is always a chance the MQ was spotted before your drop-off. I would not be surprised if hostile cyborgs were already en route to your position.
A little welcoming party wouldn't be so bad. I could use a warm-up.
Enough with the attitude, Raiden. It's time to be serious. This is no game. I need you to focus. Many people are counting on you, and I don't just mean here at Maverick.
You don't need to remind me of that.
Good. The last thing we need is another clever cowboy shipped back to us in pieces. On Codec is fine. Just be sure you are serious on the battlefield. Your enemies will be.
Yes, sir.
Just wondering how many times we can talk to our characters, so keep checking.
Raiden, we are clear on the rules of engagement, yes?
Clear enough. I can use deadly force against any hostile elements. Hostile cyborgs, I can strike first.
Basically, yes. The actual rules of engagement is more specific. A long list of no's. But you have the idea.
You want to recap the highlights for me?
No weapons prohibited by international treaty. No use of force against non-combatants, especially officials or anyone with political power who may be needed for negotiations. No use of force against any unarmed hostile seeking to surrender. And no use of force against any non-cyborg combatants without prior verbal warning.
And that includes Dolzaev?
Duh, but this should not be a problem. Any non-cyborg is little threat to you, Dolzaev included. Besides, we have no signs of any non-cyborg hostiles anywhere in the area. Not even one. We think Dolzaev is working alone with Desperado here. In any case, that is the ROE. Otherwise, deadly force is authorized only in clear case of self-defense.
So basically, civilians off limits, human hostiles verbal warning, hostile cyborgs, anything goes.
Yes, this is a conventional warfare scenario, so the rules are based on the Hague Convention.
Yeah, sounds pretty standard. Still good to list out all the no-nos before things get too hairy.
All the no-nos.
ROEs that only specify who you can engage require too much judgment. They make it harder to remain focused on battle.
Duh. This is why most militaries' ROEs list negatives, not positives. The few that take the other approach, I pity their soldiers the questions they face. No, and for our purposes, UGs are considered the same as hostile cyborgs.
Copy that.
We have no rules about property damage, but keep it minimal, yes? It just makes us look bad. Anything standing in your way, trees, streetlights, this is fine. But there's no reason to damage civilian homes, or to go snooping around in them.
Goes without saying.
Goes without saying. Okay.
You're familiar with your new body now, yes? Then let's begin the warm-up. Slash at something. A palm tree, perhaps.
As you may tell by us listening to the codec and repeating everything, is we're very thorough over here nowadays. We make sure we get everything.
You're familiar with your new body
Cool.
now, yes?
Can I
Then
skip?
Let's begin slash.
Cool, we can skip with the Y button. Alright, time to talk to Kevin!
Looks like a war zone out here.
The palace cleared out quick when Dolzaev's men showed up. The streets got pretty hot after that. We're definitely gonna see a few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city before things got bad. They've basically got control of the entire town, and are using the refinery as their HQ.
And that's why we're hitting the plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory, once you eliminate their commanding officer, they should scatter pretty quickly.
Kev, let's go over everything we have on Desperado.
Roger that. Let's see here. Desperado Enforcement, LLC. Registered in the U.S., Delaware.
Makes sense. The US doesn't regulate PMCs too closely.
Looks like almost all of their actual business is handled outside the States, though. Says here their financials are handled by a separate company based in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The preferred tax haven of megacorps everywhere.
Probably why they incorporated in Delaware in the first place. Loose tax laws. Funneling it all through the Caribbean must help with the money laundering, though. There's still a lot we don't know about them, but they've definitely been starting a lot of fires lately. They're a PMC in name only. What a name it is. Guess War Profiteers Incorporated was taken. But that's their business. In a nutshell, target war-torn nations on the road to peace. Reignite conflicts and walk off with all the cash that was earmarked for reconstruction. They also have ties to the drug trade, human trafficking.
Sounds like a real class act.
We've confirmed 3 key captains in Desperado. Their code names are all wind-themed. The captain presiding over this coup is called Mistral.
Cyborg?
Yep. All 3 have got custom-made bodies. Collectively, they're known as the Winds of Destruction.
The what? They all have action figures, too?
You're one to talk, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Exactly.
Who told you?
Courtney. Now that sounds like an action figure.
I didn't choose it, trust me.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I doubt the Winds of Destruction picked their names either. Different cultures use language differently, even ones with a decent command of English. As you can attest, Mr. LB.
Looks like a war zone out here.
The palace cleared out quick when Dolzayev's men showed up. The streets got pretty hot after that. We're definitely gonna see a few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city before things got bad. They've basically got control of the entire town, and are using the refinery as their HQ.
And that's why we're hitting the plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory, once you eliminate their commanding officer, they should scatter pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that was the same as last time. So the Winds of Destruction.
The palace,
yeah, cool.
Luckily, they've based.
And that's
keep in mind. In theory.
How we doing, Courtney?
You're looking good on our end. GPS and audio-visual feed coming in fine. Energy consumption? Check. Damage levels? Check. Blood pressure, brain waves, blood sugar? Check, check, check. All this monitoring equipment, I got a better view than if I was standing right next to you. Anyway, I'll be saving all your data automatically anytime something important happens in the field.
Auto-save.
Anytime you want a manual save.
Copy that. Good to hear that hasn't changed with this new body.
Yep, the basic system's exactly the same. So, did you want to save?
Are you gonna read me a Chinese proverb?
And save complete. Simple, huh?
Copy. And glad to hear you're okay after Africa. That ambush was no joke.
Tell me about it. 3 armored vehicles should have been plenty for that job. And it would have been against any typical guerrilla force.
I keep asking myself, where would an anti-Imani faction get the cash to hire cyborgs?
It just doesn't add up. Maybe there's some intel I missed. A lead I should have followed up on. Maybe if I reacted faster, or coordinated better. I don't know.
You can't think that way, Courtney. Not in this business. You did everything you could. Put it behind you and move on.
You're right. Thanks.
See if we get more dialogue.
Right. You need to save? No? What's up?
I wanted to follow up on our talk earlier about the stress that comes with the job. PMC work can be traumatic, even for non-combatants. If the pressure ever gets to be too much, have one of the ex-military there take over. Just...
I'm not doing that, Raiden. PMCs wield massive influence over international affairs. Abolishing SOP didn't change that. They need a better understanding of what they're mixed up in. The laws, politics, local cultures. Ex-military aren't here to provide that. They can't. We need civilian voices like mine here too.
You're right. Just take care of yourself.
Don't worry. Africa was more than enough excitement for one lifetime. It's a good thing that limo was armored.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd now be the world's clumsiest cyborg.
Hey! Cyborg Courtney could have been your partner. I might have saved your ass.
How? By spilling coffee all over the enemy?
Oh, come on. I'm not that... Oh, son of a...
Please tell me that was a joke.
I wonder if we'll have any story follow up with like Rose and the kid.
What's up? No? Did you need anything else?
No, guess not. Just wanted to hear the sound of your voice.
Oh, save it for your wife, Raiden.
There you go. I was like, bruh.
Raiden, shall we review the capabilities of your new body?
Copy that. Go ahead, Doc.
As we discussed, you've been outfitted with 2 revolutionary new abilities.
Fuel electrolyte absorption and self-repair from C's nanopaste.
Precisely. First, electrolyte absorption. This is simplicity itself. As your HF blade is linked directly to your fuel cells, simply cut into any source of electrolytes. Say, a hostile cyborg made up of CNT muscle fiber. And your fuel cells will recharge on their own. Rather elegant, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed. It's been great so far.
But the repair process is a bit more involved. A bit more messy, you might say. Most military cyborg models store a cache of biotic self-repair nanopaste in their lower abdomen.
So I need to slice them open and use Zandatsu to extract it. Cut and take, in other words.
Correct. Once extracted, you need only to crush this unit in your hand to absorb the repairing agent inside. Keep in mind, it is extremely delicate. If the unit should hit the ground, some paste will surely leak out. It will still repair your body, but less so than if you can retrieve it directly before your foe falls over.
Basically, harvest their organs before their body can even hit the ground.
Rather gruesome, I realize. But then you Americans enjoy a bit of gore, don't you?
I may be a citizen, but I've never really thought of myself as American.
Oh? Well, yes, I suppose I could understand that, given your history. But what then? Surely you don't identify as a Liberian.
I don't identify with anyone. No nation, no ethnic group. I'm my own man. Anyway, I seem to recall those gory torture porn movies were pretty popular in Germany, too.
Indeed, indeed. These splatter films are big in Germany, Russia, Japan, everywhere. Well, everywhere except regions afflicted by actual warfare. It all has to do with taming our fears, you know?
Huh?
The desire to feel fear, to taste death, but from a safe distance. These films allow the viewer to delude themselves into thinking they have overcome their fears. This...
Okay, Doc. I got the gist. Let's save the full psych lecture for some other time, though, huh?
Good dialogue. Good dialogue. Talking about that stuff and also the linking up with Raiden's past as a child soldier. Good dialogue.
So these self-repair units in the other cyborgs, they mean they can heal themselves at any time?
Indeed. It is typically a slow process. Not much faster than a regular human body heals a wound.
And you didn't think it was a good idea to give me one of these things?
Certainly not. We removed all extraneous options in your case to maximize power and speed, you know.
Healing wounds is extraneous?
Your ability to absorb the nanopaste agent is far more efficient, Raiden. With it, your wounds heal almost instantly.
I know, but...
And a standard repair unit, once depleted, is nothing but an empty shell inside you. Dead weight.
I get that, Doc, but it also means I need to constantly be grabbing them out of enemies.
No, it doesn't. Don't be silly. Simply avoid taking damage and you will be fine.
Yeah, simple.
How is your eye, Raiden?
Great. My sight's perfectly balanced between both eyes. I think my vision's improved, actually.
Quite right. Quite right. Your eye patch houses an artificial compound eye unit. The unit contains over 200 million solid-state image sensors, each with its own individual lens.
200 megapixels, huh? Doesn't sound like all that much.
More than sufficient for the application. A human's optic nerve has only about 1 million fibers, you know. Were we to add more sensors, your perceived vision would not improve. There's only so much modern image compression technology can do.
Huh. So I shouldn't expect any more dramatic improvements to my eyesight?
No, your brain would no longer be able to process any more visual information in real time. Still, compared to previous ACEs, yours has 1.4 times the resolution and a superior compression algorithm.
It may only result in a slight perceived change, but it could wind up making the difference during a mission.
Regrettably, I have not had enough time to develop a new eyeball unit just yet. Thus, I have cut out the ability to deploy the ACE unit separately and simply installed it on a fixed eye patch.
Works for me. If I was using an eye unit, I wouldn't see any better than a regular human.
Ah, but remember, the human eye is so much more than a simple light receptor. They play a vital role in person-to-person communication. Sooner or later, you'd miss it.
Stuff like that's important for some tasks, sure. For this op, not so much. And with less moving parts, the lower the chance of something going wrong. Besides, I like it.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear this.
I can worry about how I look after I complete the mission.
So I gotta, like, my eye patch is fancy, and I can still see, so I can see out of both eyes, even though one got sliced. Okay.
You must continue along, Raiden.
Okay. Begin customization. You restart story mode from last checkpoint. Okay, maybe we should get into that another time. Same with VR missions. But that's the codec. Now we can move. Oh, going slow-mo is the FC. That's the fuel cell. So if I enter blade mode, that's how we get slow motion, and then I can pull, I can get shit out of people. I see now. Woo! This is super interesting. Alright. That's a fucking cat. What the fuck? What are you doing here? Just a cat chilling out. It's good. Okay. I don't know if there's any exploring that... Oh shit. I don't know if there's any exploring that needs to be done.
Nice try.
Or whether we can just go for it. Okay, so I got fuel cells, and then... Trying to get my parrying right, but I'm struggling. There we go. I'm just cutting you into pieces. Ah, and then you pull the thing out. There you go. Cut them to pieces, and then you get the thing. The UI's been all updated now as well. Your health bar's different with FC, and the alert thing's different too.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real
thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts.
PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still don't even count PMCs in official...
Don't knock your coffee off the table.
With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops
by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn.
I'm just the Reaper.
It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school.
It's cool.
Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
So cool, dude. I also love the consistency in like characterization there, like in the details. You've got like, you do a codec call with Courtney. Some Datsu tutorial, okay. You do a codec call with Courtney and talks about like being silly and like spilling coffee, and then in the cutscene that follows, literally Kevin moving the coffee away. Like good consistency with characters. But yeah, cool. We've got an update to the UI now, so that like it was almost like sort of a bridging gap between Metal Gear Solid 4 UI in that opening section with Raiden, and now I've got a new body.
But first, make your way through this building. Raiden, the coastline is too long and heavily guarded. You must take the inland route.
So we still have a live codec, and are able to manually go into it as well.
Hey Boris, about the Soliton radar. I noticed that it doesn't get jammed anymore, even if I get spotted by the enemy. Back in the old days, it'd be useless the second an alarm was triggered.
Yep.
Well, once the Patriots fell, classified technology spread all over the world. This new Soliton radar is one example. By applying a non-linear Schrödinger equation to the Soliton solution, they were able to prevent the jamming that plagued the original models based off the KDV equation.
I'm impressed. You know your stuff, Mr. President.
Of course, I'm a businessman. You think I could run a profitable PMSC without being up to date on the latest tech?
But I wonder, how exactly is the equation different? I mean, I'm no expert on how the KDV equation was implemented in the first place, but I'd love to know how the Schrödinger equation fits into all this.
Raiden, on Battlefield, most important thing is how to use equipment, not theory behind it. The mission is #1 priority. So do not worry your head about equations and such things. Just concentrate on using the equipment to your advantage, da?
In other words, you have absolutely no idea, do you?
Ah, the mission, Raiden. Focus on the mission. Raiden, you'll need to head inland. But first...
Sorry, man, but I have to ask. Where did Mr. Lightning Bolt come from anyway?
Ugh, seriously? All right. Well, I told you where I got Raiden from, right? World War II, the Japanese had a plane called Raiden. The Allies named it Jack.
Yeah, I remember.
And my real name's Jack. So yeah, they codenamed me Raiden.
They being the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Never really suited me. But it's better than... Jack just reminds me too much of the past.
I hear you.
Someone once told me, you can find your own name, and your own future. After that, I dropped Jack for good.
Right, right. And this lightning bolt business?
Well, the Rai part of Raiden means thunder, and Den is electric. So Raiden is basically lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was explaining that to Inmani, and he just busted out laughing.
So he called you that as a joke? He was basically just giving you shit.
Yeah, he actually had a pretty good sense of humor. He was one of the most charismatic men I'd ever met. I don't know much about politics, but being around him, you could just tell he was a natural leader.
Such a goddamn shame.
Mm-hmm. I won't let it happen again. Desperado ends here. Comic book villains and all.
Yeah. We're counting on you, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Ugh.
This is so good. These codec calls are great, so I'm going to try and make sure we get them. So after something happens in the game, run through again, see if we get some updates. I love what they're talking about here, where he's like, oh, I got the code name Raiden. And he's like, yeah, the Patriots gave you that name, right? Because in Metal Gear Solid 4, there is a weird thing that someone pointed out in the comments as well, that Rose and Campbell sort of act as if they were there during Metal Gear Solid 2, during that operation, on the Big Shell incident. But they weren't there because they were AI, created by the Patriots, and they simulated the whole thing. It was basically a video game within a video game, because it was, under the right circumstances, anyone can be made into a snake, right? And like the S3 program and all of that kind of stuff. So it was weird that Rose and Campbell sort of like interacted in MGS4 as if they were part of that, and if they were there. So it's good that there's like some consistency here where this goes, yeah, it was the Patriots that gave you that name. So I like that.
So Raiden, who was this that told you to find your own name before you stopped going by Jack?
The one and only Solid Snake. Hero of Outer Heaven, Zanzibar Land, Shadow Moses. The list goes on.
Right. Guy's a legend. I forgot you knew him so well.
Yeah, he saved my ass at Big Shell. Not to mention a few times after that. I've lost count.
Fliskin.
In terms of pure combat ability, he's one of the greatest soldiers I've ever seen. But it's not only that. He knows what's right, and he just gets it done, period. No one can stop him. I've learned a lot from him. He'd kill me if he heard me talking about him like this.
Wow. I didn't know you were such a fanboy. I thought you were gonna start crying there for a sec.
Very funny, Kev.
Seriously, though, did Snake know he had a stalker?
Oh.
Hey, relax. I'm only ribbing you. I just wish I got to meet the guy, you know?
I know.
You're no fun.
I take it, by the way, Kev talks about Snake. His old Snake has died at this point. Because, like, he was gonna shoot himself, and then had the whole interaction with Big Boss in the graveyard. Realizing the boss's will. And then Zero gets his life support switched off. Very interesting. But I love that callback and the way that he's talking about it. And what I love even more is now that I've actually played Metal Gear 1 and I'm currently playing Metal Gear 2 streaming on Twitch. It's been super fun to like play through that story with Solid Snake, like the original stuff, and actually know the details surrounding it, like all the way out.
Looks like a war's
the pallet. Luckily, they've basically.
And that's what.
Keep in mind, in theory.
What's up?
We will save.
Okay, save complete. Don't let your guard down, okay?
See, if we didn't talk and get these codec things, we'd miss out on this beautiful dialogue. This stuff, like talking about like Solid Snake and that, and Raiden's name is really good.
Check your destination on the Soliton radar.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolzaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Yeah, I'm just admiring paintings, it's fine. Can we destroy? We can. This looks like something that could be opened. Oh, that's so cool. Climb, Raiden, climb! Oops.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see.
Ooh, stealth takedown?
Or approach from behind.
Stealth takedown. We stealth takedown? Yes. Nice. Just gotta run up to them slowly. That's cool.
The stealth craft made it back to Sochi all right?
Da. Safe and sound. No repairs necessary. Some routine maintenance and she will be as good as new.
Good to hear. I'm guessing that thing doesn't come cheap.
Well, an old Soviet army friend gave me a discount. He runs a PMC specializing in airborne warfare.
An Air Force for hire?
That's a new one.
Ever since SOP, Mercs started to fill more and more regular combat duties. SOP ended, but the trend did not. Most every modern military relies on PMC support in one way or another.
Good news for Maverick, I suppose. Anyway, that's quite the little jet your friend has. I was expecting a lot of turbulence coming in that low, but she was smooth as silk. Didn't feel like I was a bird exactly, but probably the next best thing.
The MQ-133C uses a brand new type of active adjustment control system. Sensors on the plane take readings 120 times a second, and to be honest, I don't know how it works. But the crew chief tells me this is what keeps her flying so steady. It is all state-of-the-art technology. There are only 3 of them in the entire world. Even the RQ-133 spy plane she is based on is only 2 years old. It is fitted specially for Cyborg, so maybe demand is a bit low now, but I think that will change soon, eh?
It's funny. Its guts are all bleeding edge, but from the outside, it looks almost retro.
Until recently, stealth aircraft design was focused on radar-absorbing materials and improving aerodynamics. But lately, engineers are trying to use the shape of the craft to do more than improve gas mileage. Maneuverability is a low priority. This kind of plane is not meant for dogfighting, after all.
And we can afford all this? I hate to ask, but will we clear a profit on this op?
You need not worry about such things. But yes, we should be fine. Where the proper equipment can make or break a mission, we should have the best. That miss with the anti-air missile last month was a painful reminder of this lesson.
Ah, yeah. I see what you mean.
Nice. We need to, like, make some regular calls to get new dialogue in the codec.
Huh. I didn't think flares could still fool anti-air missiles like that.
They, can't. At least not with any modern missile. Recent missiles rely on a dual wavelength, or IIR system, for guidance. Flares wouldn't fool either of them. But that was no recent missile I had. That Cusack Derma couldn't even take down a fat tilt-rotor target. And at close range. Chort возьми.
Come on, Boris. We had no intel. No reason to think that we'd be facing anything like that. You budgeted for the tools appropriate to the job. No one blames you.
Perhaps. In any case, now we know what we are dealing with. This is still a business, but this time I am stretching the budget as much as possible. Expenses like that aircraft and your new body are all part of this.
Both were worth the money. This body's more capable than I could have imagined.
I'm glad you feel this way, since it is still company property. Remember, if you quit on us, you either return it or you buy it.
Yeah, Boris. I remember the first 5 times you told me.
Right, what I said about staying focused on the mission.
Understood. No need to explain.
I say this because I have been there. I have let my emotions take over on the battlefield. Some of the PMC work I did after my discharge was... They were gray area jobs. But that's all in the past. When I took on those former PLA soldiers to form Maverick, I laid out my conditions. We would only take operations we believed in. And we would run them clean, no exceptions. Most of them agreed. They had their own bad memories from their time in Paradise Lost.
I can certainly attest to that.
Yes, of course. I forget who I'm talking with. Most of the ex-PLA have moved on now, in any case. But the point remains the same. Everyone at Maverick is accountable for their actions. We are clear to take this job under international law, and we can use force against any cyborg hostiles under the basic rules of engagement. But remember, if we harm any civilians, on purpose or no, it will mean trouble. All kinds of trouble. So, stay in control and stay on mission.
Got it.
Raiden, if you ever get lost, use augment mode to check your next objective. By using augment mode, you can see enemy positions and the direction in which you should head. Useful for when you cannot find your objective on the Solitone radar. Raiden, by use...
Sounds like Inmani was a pretty great leader. Such a goddamn waste.
I've run cover for a lot of VIPs, but men like him are a rare breed.
He had all these conflicting factors to deal with. Old tribal tensions, business interests, the military. But Inmani got them all working together in a stable government, and all without firing a shot.
The savior of a nation. No wonder they called him that.
He had a gift, for sure. But he also put in the hard work. He was big on equality and justice in every aspect of government. He fought for it day in, day out. Inmani single-handedly energized his people. He's a big part of why the country recovered so quickly.
True. It was more than new buildings and jobs. The people had hope again.
If only we had someone like him back in Liberia. Things would have been different, that's for sure. And it was my job to protect him.
Raiden, come on.
Inmani wouldn't want me to go after Desperado. Not out of revenge, anyway. But he would want them stopped. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Raiden, that saying you like about your sword being a tool of justice?
Yeah, it's why I fight. Sometimes taking a life saves others.
A life, or 2, or 3, or 40 in your case, but I know what you mean. Besides, it's not like those cyborgs you're fighting have been brain-jacked.
Wouldn't be much point in sending jacked cyborgs.
True. Having someone pilot a body remotely only really makes financial sense for espionage missions. And you might as well use UGs if you're gonna let an AI control your soldiers. So yeah, they're probably using emotional restraints, but those cyborgs are fighting of their own free will.
Starting to see where I'm coming from?
I get it, it's just... you didn't used to seem so comfortable with the idea. What about what Sam said? About your ideals holding you back?
Ah, bullshit. He's good, but now I know how he moves, how he thinks, and I've got my new body. My philosophy says when and why to fight, not how. It won't keep me from beating Sam. And next time we meet, I will beat him. I'll kill him, and I'll do it to save others from suffering, with my ideals intact.
All right, Raiden.
All right, Itchy Boy.
One thing I can't stop wondering about, Kev.
What's up?
Sam. If he wanted to kill me back on the train, he could have, easily. So, why didn't he?
Good question. But I should be asking you. Your left eye was our only video feed. After he stabbed it, I got nothing. I mean, I got the details from your report after the fact, but that's it. He was probably just too distracted. Boris's attacks, escaping, there was a lot going on.
No, that's not it.
Well, why else? What does he have to gain from letting you live?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Raiden, head for the oil refinery.
No? Got something else for me?
Yeah, you mentioned SOP before.
Nice.
How much do you know about it?
The Sons of the Patriot system? Same stuff as anyone else in the industry, probably. Basically, a nanomachine software combo for controlling contractors. Used to be required for all PMCs. Soldiers couldn't fire unless their ID matched their weapon and they had clearance. From their commanding officers. And the rules of engagement, I mean. It had some mental effects as well. Moderating pain, enhancing concentration, that sort of thing. The idea was SOP would minimize arms smuggling and civilian casualties.
A kinder, gentler war. An oxymoron, any way you look at it. Civilian deaths did drop, though.
Because soldiers in the system could coordinate in real time, share info. Between that and the ID weapon locks, a lot of people felt better about employing privatized military. The irony is, the system was developed based on criticisms of PMC ops, mostly American interventions. SOP propaganda said it would put limits on the war market. What it really did was shift market share over to the PMCs. Civilian deaths went down, but total casualties just kept on climbing.
More than ever, war was big business.
And business was booming. Until SOP got hacked. Suddenly, everyone realized how dangerous it was to have a single system controlling entire PMCs. That was the beginning of the end for SOP. Public opinion on privatizing war did a 180. After that, a lot of local conflicts and civil wars died down. The PMC conglomerates had to split up and downsize just to stay in business. And that about does it for SOP 101. Class dismissed.
Not bad, Professor. But it's not the whole story.
No, I know.
Let's finish this later. I better keep moving.
Alright, let's go. Get a nice blend of codec with gameplay happening.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Ooh, that's cool. So we can see destructible environment in blue and then enemies in red. And also highlights items. A grenade? What use does a cyborg ninja have for a grenade?
This area not limited. What? I'm not doing anything. Can we just kill him? It'll be easier. We're supposed to have driven them all away already. So that's right.
I could take this dude out. Stealth mode. Yeah, bitch. Take out the guy with the RPG. Nice. Oh, it does the same alert. Yes. Oh, they killed him. Oops. They killed him. It's either that or getting shot to shit by rocket launchers, so I think they did okay. Alright. Fun.
You are headed out of the operation zone.
Invisible walls, I got it.
On your Soliton radar.
Sorry, buddy. You died. You died. So I can, like, run around in this mode. Oh, I can't cyborg run. And it will point out items for me. I just have to run a bit slower. Nice. Cut down the tree. Oh, shit. Oh, geckos! Oh my god. Oh, dude, holy shit. Remember when Raiden took on a whole bunch of these bad boys? Oh, hang on. Let me fucking parry this shit. Never mind, hold on. They're shooting me instead. Here. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna slice you into pieces.
Get off!
Nice. Give me that. Give me that shit. Oh, there's more. Oh god. Okay, you can parry the gecko. Yes. Woo! Nice, and that's how you get my health back. My legs, you fuck! Oh, he's missing his leg! Holy shit. This is insane. This is amazing. We're still getting that combat B.
Getting now, keep heading for refinery.
Keep heading for refinery. Change sub-weapon. Oh. Repair nanopaste. Smaller quantity of the substance found in Cyborg and using self-repair units can be used to immediately restore the life gauge by a small amount, or when selected, to automatically do the same when the gauge reaches 0. And then we got grenades. The latest in fragmentary grenades. Nice. My lightning sword. This is so fun.
Raiden, if you ever get lost, by useful.
Raiden.
I'm going to save here, and then I think we will call this we'll call this episode here.
Get back to our little history.
After this.
What do you know about the Patriots?
I know that they were behind everything we talked about before with the SOP system. People thought these 12 guys controlled world politics and the global economy from the shadows.
And they were right. Except there weren't 12, and they weren't guys, or even human. They were massive AI networks.
All the better to gather information on a global scale, or censor it if they wanted. They'd manipulate factions to keep wars raging, all while selling arms to both sides. The PMCs made billions too, of course. SOP was the Patriots' masterstroke. They could control battles directly, down to each individual soldier. The system might even still be around if the AIs hadn't all been destroyed.
I'm impressed. You know your stuff. Not many people have even heard of the Patriots. More than when they were active, but still, not many. Almost no one knows they were AIs, or that they're the real reason SOP went away.
Well, the few that do know aren't going to talk about it publicly. Even the world leaders.
Especially the world leaders. The people would panic, assuming anyone believed them, which they wouldn't. You can find speculation on the net if you look hard enough. Some of them get pretty close to the truth, but the stories never made it into the mainstream. Just another conspiracy theory.
I'm not surprised. It's a little hard to believe, you know? It just sounds crazy. When Kevin briefed me about all this in orientation, I thought it was some kind of BS detecting test.
Amazing. Guys, thank you so much for watching the first episode of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. This has been an incredible first episode, getting into this game. Instantly in love. It's so good. Lovely continuation of Raiden and the Metal Gear story post MGS4. And I can't wait to see how this one continues. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you join me in my Metal Gear Rising journey. So happy to bring this one to the channel finally, and I will see you in the next video.